roof wide open here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He can't hang. He's not hanging.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Strip that ball.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Nowhere to go that time.
Good job.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Fight. 3-15. Check, 43. You run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on their first possession.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
A gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run. It's Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 25! 54! Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl! Back, back, back! Shift, shift! 51! Shift! 54! 5! Check, check, watch 54, watch 54! Watch the run! Right there, 54, right there. Hey, Tuesday!
On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill. Wait.
On first down, it's Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The Seahawks take over
Keep playing hard.
at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Mike 45. I got one. Check nickel. Got it.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch time.
From the 41, Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, D!
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Another try on second down with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. 4 down. Touch 50.
Wilson now. Gonna throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
49, check 49. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the flood.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First down, Seattle.
45. All day.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Good job right there. Tighten up.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Carlos Hyde. His 1st touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And oh, it's blocked. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Here's Ryan to throw. Caught by Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, Ryan. This complete to Jones. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 45, 45, 45.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. He's got Smith here. And some space here. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Let's go.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You see me out here?
And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey, guys, listen, listen, listen. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
What?
Tackles, tackles.
To throw again. Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. That one good for 14 in the Seahawk first.
Let's go.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here we go.
A very solid gain of 27.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. What?
Here's Wilson to throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Carlos Hyde with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. From the gun, Wilson. Pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ryan to the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Whip. Watch the whip. Chef. Hey, check. Patchy.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Rush in. Rush in.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.